Hello students, in this video I am going to teach you the external features of fibula. Fibula is a long bone, so it consists of the upper end, shaft and lower end. The upper end of fibula, it is slightly expanded in all directions. On the superior surface of the upper end, there is presence of a circular articular facet. You can see this circular articular facet on the superior surface of the upper end of fibula. This circular articular facet articulates with the lateral condyle of the tibia to form superior tibiofibular joint, which is a plain synovial joint. Projecting upward from the posterolateral aspect of the head is the styloid process. You can see this is the apex of the fibula or the styloid process of the fibula, which projects upward from the posterolateral aspect of the head. Just below the upper end or head, the shaft is slightly constricted. This constricted portion just below the head is called as neck of the fibula. So this is about upper end. Now coming to the shaft. Shaft of fibula, it is slender. It consists of three borders and three surfaces. Three borders are anterior, posterior and interosseous. Three surfaces are medial, lateral and posterior. First, anterior border. Anterior border begins just below the anterior aspect of the head. At its lower end, it divides. At its lower end, it divides to enclose you can say this is the anterior border. At the upper end, it starts on the anterior aspect of the head. At the lower end, it divides to enclose a triangular area which is continuous with the lateral surface of the lateral malleolus. You can see in the lower end, the anterior border, it splits to enclose a triangular area which continues with the lateral surface of the lateral malleolus. The posterior border is rounded. You can see this is the posterior border which is rounded. Its upper end lies in line with the styloid process. Okay, this is the styloid process of the fibula. Just below the styloid process on the shaft, the posterior border starts. Okay, now coming to the interosseous border. The interosseous border lies interosseous border, which is also called as medial border. It lies just medial to the anterior border. It lies just medial to the anterior border. So this is the anterior border and this is the interosseous border or the medial border. So interosseous or medial border lies just medial to the anterior border. In the upper two-third part, the interosseous border, it is closely related to the anterior border and most of the time it is indistinguishable from it. Now coming to the surfaces. The medial surface lies between the anterior and interosseous border. This is the anterior border, this is interosseous border. Medial surface lies between the anterior and interosseous border. In the upper two-third part, the medial surface, it is very narrow, measuring 1 millimeter or less. Now coming to the lateral surface. The lateral surface lies between the anterior border and the posterior border. Lateral surface lies between the anterior border and the posterior border. So this is the lateral surface. This is the lateral surface. Coming to the posterior surface. Posterior surface, it is largest of the three surfaces and it lies between the interosseous border and the posterior border. Posterior surface lies between the interosseous border and the posterior border. The posterior surface in the upper two-third part, it is divided into two parts by a vertical ridge. In the upper two-third part, this larger posterior surface, it is divided into two parts by a vertical ridge, which is also called as medial crest. You can see this medial crest dividing the posterior surface into two parts. Now coming to the lower end consists of four surfaces. The anterior surface, which is rough, and rounded. The posterior surface is marked by a groove. You can see this posterior surface, it is marked by a groove. The lateral surface, it is